What it do, peeps? We gonna get into that Colorado game, the offense, the defense, and Coach Prime's message at the end of the game. Next on Watch the Damn Tape. Let's start off with the defense. The defense came to play. The score was 49-24, but don't get it twisted. This defense was giving Wilson fits all game. That kid was under pressure. They forced 3 interceptions. They held him 241 yards passing. They held him to 31 yards rushing on 30 carries. 31 yards on 30 carries. Hunter had a pick. Hill Green had a remarkable, incredible pick for a linebacker. McKinney had a pick. They forced 4 fumbles, recovered 1. This defense is playing, and they're getting better every week. You can see it. This is a whole different team from last year. Last year, teams would move up and down the field on this team, rushing, passing, whatever you wanted. They gave it up last year. This year is totally different. The turnaround is incredible with the portal and some of the other kids that they got that came in. Man, the recruits, he's getting recruits. And that's the number one reason why Prime gets so much hate. Man, when you got a Hall of Famer as a coach, and then you have a defensive assistant, Warren Sapp, who's also a Hall of Famer, man, those kids listen. And when these guys go in the living rooms and make calls and call these kids, and they're seeing success, they may want to be a part of this program. But this defense is playing. And this defense is actually making it a lot easier for the offense. Shedeur, he started off the game bad. I mean, the first play of the game, it was an interception. I was like, whoa, come on, dude. The line didn't play that great this game. They gave up sacks. They gave up 3 sacks, a lot of pressures. And Shedeur still does that thing, and I mention it almost every week. That dropping back 15, 20 yards trying to make a play, dude, stop. If it's not there, throw it away or use your legs and get 3 or 4 yards and live for the next play. But, he had, 31 of 41, 340, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, like I said. Drayon Miller, 6 for 108 and a touchdown. Wester, 10 for 77. Shepard, 5 for 71, 2 touchdowns. Shepard, big target. Man, in the red zone, this kid is awesome. And Hunter with the 5 for 55. The speed of these receivers, I don't care if you take Hunter out, they still got speed. I mean, it's a track meet when you play Colorado. And they're getting more weapons. It's going to be nasty in the years to come for Colorado. Wester with a 76-yard punt return. I told you, like I said, speed kills. Wester has speed. Get the ball in his hands. They could use Wester with the Kansas City Chiefs right now because they need a person that can actually run a route and get open and catch the ball inbounds. Worthy, you're on notice. That who's that guy for this week? Nakia Hill Green, 5 tackles, and like I said earlier, one of the best interceptions you'll see from a linebacker. 2 interceptions in the last 2 weeks for this guy, making a name for himself. But yes, this was a good win, and at the end of the game, Coach Prime said it best. We haven't played a complete game yet, and I like that Coach Prime is setting the bar high for these guys, not letting them get overly excited, excuse me, about a win and keeping that expectation high to where these guys always are going to try to grind and achieve better things. And there are better things to come. They can play better defensively. They can do better in the special teams, and they can dang sure do better offensively. They still don't run the ball at any sort of high clip. And when they get when they get, if they make it to the college playoff, which I have no doubt that they will, they're going to face tougher teams and they're going to need to play complete games. And that's why I like Coach Prime's message, especially because of that. Because he knows. He knows, yeah, you can get by Utah. You can get by Kansas making a few mistakes because you're so talented now that you can overcome your talent can overcome your mistakes. But man, when you're playing some upper echelon teams in that playoff, it's going to be a different game, and you don't want to get behind. You don't want to have a shaky start like you had this game. I mean, the first drive, shaky. Then the next two drives, scoring. And then it kind of just went dead. And they put up 21 in that fourth quarter and made it look nice, but man, they could have demolished Utah. Demolished them. And that's what Coach Prime wants. And that's what we all know and we expect for them to do, especially with the defense improving. But that was the Colorado Buffaloes this week. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to the new subscribers. Thank you for hopping on board. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. Until next week, peace.